All right, got the 6G. I said 6GT a minute ago. I got my 6 Dasher out here. We're going to do an optimal charge weight at 5 thousandths off the lands and see what we get. We're going to go from 31.5 to 32.5 in 2/10 of a grain increments and see what we get. I would really expect all these to be, you know, really sub half, but we'll see. I'm new to the Dasher, but I have pretty high expectations for it. Okay, that didn't register. I think I'm going to move this lap radar. No, that was definitely not sub half minute. These last two went in the same hole. Yeah, well, that sucks. All right, so we just cleaned this. We're gonna go ahead and shoot a couple Fowlers, and then we'll start our optimal charge weight test. All right, we've got the barrel fouled. Go ahead and do this optimal charge weight test. So 29.45 and 29.46. Definitely not it. It's got horizontal in it, but 29.55. Okay, 31.9. $29.72. $29.60. ES sucks. Vibrator didn't catch that one. That was 31.9 grains. Low twos probably. Definitely got to work on my bag technique because I can't keep it so I can just use the joystick. The gun's moving enough that I've got to move the gun, which isn't gonna work for the kind of accuracy that we need. So this is gonna be 32.1. 2978. I don't think that was me, but that shot went high. Interesting. Oh, that group's horrible. Horrible for this rifle. I really would have expected a more tolerant load on this OCW, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get it. And I don't think that was me, any of that. And the gun has no recoil. It's got I haven't even checked the trigger. It's got to be close to 2 ounces. $29.91. This is 32.3. It's got pretty bad horizontal. .30-35. This is too warm, I think, for a dasher, 28-inch barrel dasher. Definitely not it. We're not even going to shoot the last one. So I'm pretty disappointed in the forgiveness, I guess. I would have expected, like I said before I started shooting, everything to shoot sub half. Looks like 31.9 is probably in the low 2s. If this is how it's going to repeat, it's going to be pretty difficult to keep in tune. but 31.9, and then the other day when we were shooting 31 or 32.0 was, I don't remember the number, like it was sub quarter minute. But so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take 31.9 grains of Varget, and we're gonna do fine tune on the seeding depth. So these are 5 thousandths off. We'll go probably 7 thousandths off and 10 thousandths off. The other day when I was doing the seeding depth test, I really probably shouldn't have been doing it. There was a lot of mirage. I did have some horizontal in the 10 thousandths off, but that very well could have been me. The crosshairs were moving at least 1/10 of an inch, probably realistically closer to a 1/4 of an inch. I was just keeping them in the middle of the wobble of the bullseye, which is not what you want for load development. But I got what I wanted out of it. 5 thousandths off was good, and 10 thousandths might be good. It did not like at the lands. It didn't like 5 thousandths in. It didn't like 10 thousandths in. That was very, very clear. But like I said, I'm pretty disappointed in this, but I guess maybe my expectations are too high. I don't know. I really, really expected all of those to shoot sub half. I do know I'm gonna have to work on my bag technique, because I can't use this the way it's supposed to. You should not be repositioning the rests, front or rear, when you're between shots. The gun doesn't have enough recoil. It shouldn't be moving at all. And I'm gonna get a bigger rear rest that's more appropriate for this type of thing. But let's go down and take a look at those targets. Alright, so here is the results of today's optimal charge weight tuning on the dasher. We've got some Fowlers over here. This was a leftover from the other day on the bottom right there, and then 32 grains, 5 thousandths off. You could see the lower one. I don't think that was first. I think that was somewhere in the middle of that group, and then they kind of started to converge, and the last three had decent ES. And then you saw these. We'll show them as they're being shot, but I'll go measure it. That's probably the low twos on the 31.9, 5 thousandths off. Like I said, what I'm going to do now is try 7 or 8 thousandths off, and then 10 or 11 thousandths off at that same powder charge, and see what we got. I was really hoping it would be a little more stable on the accuracy wise, but seeding depth might fix that. I don't know. We'll go, like I said, tune it, and then we'll check above and below on powder charges to make sure.